Most men spend their lives believing that to attract women they need money, good looks, or charm. But what if I told you the real secret to attraction is understanding a few hidden psychological triggers? Weak spots even women don't realize they have. Women, just like men, have subconscious desires, vulnerabilities, and emotional responses they don't fully control. The problem: most men have no idea how to recognize or use them. Today, we're exploring 10 deep psychological weaknesses in women, and once you understand them, your entire approach to women will shift forever. 1. Emotional certainty is powerful. Women are emotional beings, but that doesn't mean they're unstable. It simply means their emotions play a huge role in decision-making, especially in relationships. One of their biggest hidden needs? Emotional certainty. She doesn't just want excitement or passion. She wants the assurance that you'll stay grounded when life gets hard, that you won't disappear emotionally. This is why women instinctively gravitate towards men who stay calm and composed, even in chaos. A man who's overly reactive or emotionally dependent on her? It signals weakness and kills attraction. If she ever feels like she has to emotionally stabilize you, you've lost her trust and power. Instead, master stoic confidence. When she gets upset, stay calm. When things go wrong, don't panic or complain. When life hits hard, face it with steady energy. That emotional stability makes you her safe place. Someone she's drawn to again and again, often without even understanding why. 2. Women want what they can't fully have. Here's one truth about human nature. We desire what feels rare. Diamonds, exotic cars, limited edition sneakers. They all hold value because they're not easily available. Women follow the same rule when it comes to attraction. A hidden weakness women have: they're magnetically drawn to men they can't completely possess. Men who are too available or too eager. They lose their appeal. She might enjoy the attention, but she won't chase what comes easy. But the man who holds a bit back, who maintains a little mystery, he activates something primal in her, a hunger to chase, to figure him out. So how do you tap into that? Don't always be available. Don't reveal everything at once. Let her wonder when she'll see you again. Let her slowly uncover who you really are. The second she feels like she fully has you, her interest fades. Stay just a little out of reach, and she'll never stop trying to close the gap. 3. Deep voice and strong presence create silent attraction. One of the most underrated psychological triggers? A deep, well-controlled voice and unshakable presence. Studies show men with deeper voices are perceived as more dominant, more confident, more attractive. It's not random. Evolution has wired women to associate deeper voices with high testosterone and strong leadership. But it's not just about your voice, it's your entire energy. Presence is what you project before you even speak. How you walk, how you carry yourself, how calmly you respond to the world. A man with real presence doesn't fidget. He moves with purpose. He speaks slowly, confidently, like every word matters. He holds eye contact without flinching. On the other hand, poor presence is shown in nervous body language, slouched posture, hesitant tone. And even if you don't notice it, women do. If you want women to be drawn to you before you say a word, master your presence. 4. A woman can't resist a man who can walk away. One of the biggest emotional triggers for women? Fear of loss. Psychology is simple. We value what we're afraid to lose. Yet when a woman pulls away, most men do the exact wrong thing. They chase, beg, over-explain, desperate to hold on. But what does that show her? That you need her more than she needs you. That your self-worth depends on her approval. And the moment she senses that imbalance, she loses attraction. But a man who can calmly walk away without hesitation, he shows silent strength. He says without words, I don't need you. I have options. I value myself. And that confidence, it makes women respect you, desire you even more. Remember, the man who's willing to walk away never has to chase. 5. Purpose-driven men are irresistible. A woman's biggest weakness isn't your looks, your money, or your flirting skills. It's your mission. Women are biologically drawn to men who are chasing something bigger than themselves. A man who's building something, a business, a body, a skill, a purpose, radiates focus, discipline, and independence. But most guys make this fatal mistake. They make the woman their mission. They drop everything for her. They make her the center of their world. And ironically, that suffocates the attraction. She doesn't want to be your everything. She wants to be part of something meaningful you're building. If you're not working toward anything in life, she will feel that void and walk away. 6. The paradox of controlled vulnerability. Vulnerability is a delicate game. Too much of it, and she sees you as weak. Too little, and you come off as cold or emotionally unavailable. What most men don't realize is this: women are drawn to men who understand how to be vulnerable without losing strength. A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking that being emotionally open means spilling everything all at once, constantly sharing feelings, or depending on her for emotional support. But that doesn't build attraction. That builds pressure. The key is selective vulnerability. Let her see that you have emotions, yes, but that those emotions don't control you. You can share your struggles, but only the ones you've already conquered. You can open up, but only when you choose to, not because you're seeking validation. That balance creates power. When you reveal personal parts of yourself on your own terms, you make her feel chosen, special. But if you dump your issues too soon or constantly need reassurance, you come across as needy. And that kills desire. Think of your emotions like a deep ocean, visible, powerful, but always in control. That's what women are weak for. 7. Women are wired to test your strength. Most men don't know this, but women test men constantly, and often without realizing it. These tests aren't to hurt you or annoy you. They're instinctive ways to measure your emotional strength. She might challenge your ideas just to see if you stand firm. She might create small drama to test your calm. She might pull back emotionally to see if you'll panic or stay steady. The truth is, women are drawn to strong men, and these tests reveal whether you are one. When a man gets defensive, needy, or reactive during these moments, she knows he's not grounded. He's easily shaken. But the man who remains unfazed, who stays calm, confident, and emotionally centered, that's the man she can't replace. So the next time she tests you, don't react. Don't argue. Smile. Stay present. Stay powerful. Let your actions show her who you are. And remember this: Women only test men they're attracted to. If she's testing you, it's a sign of interest. Just don't fail. 8. Rejection doesn't shake the confident man. Most men fear rejection like it's the end of the world. But the few who handle it with confidence, they become untouchable. You want to flip a psychological switch in a woman's mind? Take rejection with a smile. When a man gets turned down and responds with ease, shrugs, laughs, says, "No problem, your loss," he sends a signal, "My self-worth is unshaken. I don't need your approval to feel valuable." Women pick up on that energy instantly. Desperate men fear rejection because they feel they have no other options. But the confident man? He knows he has value, with or without her. If she says no, you walk away with calm energy. No pleading, no chasing. Why? Because rejection only hurts. When you're attached to approval, let go of that attachment and suddenly women start chasing you. 9. Women obsess over men they can't read. If a woman always knows what you're thinking, how you feel, and what you'll say, she stops being curious. And when she stops wondering, she stops pursuing. Mystery is magnetic. This doesn't mean playing games. It means staying a little unpredictable, a little unreadable. The man who's too easy to read always texts back instantly, overexpresses feelings too early, constantly needs validation. But a high-value man, he responds on his time. He shares himself gradually. He lets her discover him. He creates emotional suspense, a subtle thrill of not knowing what's coming next, and that keeps her interest alive. Because the moment she knows everything about you, the chase ends. The spark fades. But if you can stir her imagination, make her wonder what you're thinking, she'll think about you non-stop. 10. A man who controls his desires controls everything. Here's the ultimate truth. Women are helplessly drawn to men who are in control of themselves. Most men are slaves to desire. They chase constantly. They seek validation. They let lust run their lives. But the man who flips the script, who chooses wisely, who doesn't chase blindly, who prioritizes mission over pleasure, he becomes the prize. A man who can walk away, who can say no, who stays focused, disciplined, and detached. That man is unforgettable. Because women can sense when a man is living with purpose, not just pursuing pleasure. Attraction isn't about tricks. It's about understanding psychology and mastering yourself. Be the man who moves with purpose, speaks with certainty, stands with strength, lives with standards. Women won't just want you, they'll need you. Closing statement. If this message spoke to you and you're ready to master both life and attraction through Stoicism and psychology, subscribe. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and never chase.